This is Callum Smiles for Callum Smiles Media, here in the political Hollywood that is Davos. Here for the Davos 2024 World Economic Forum Conference, and I'm going to show you just why this place is such a theatre. So this hotel here is where you may have seen the famous clip from last year's Davos event where the Japanese journalist tried to get some questions out of Klaus Schwab and he just basically laughed her off and got into a car. But this is that very place. Now the interesting thing about hotels in Davos is basically the WEF owns them all. So you cannot book a hotel this week in Davos or around Davos because they own every single one and they go to all the delegates. The delegates get given these hotel rooms, all the other support staff. Basically, if you're not WEF, you're not allowed to stay. And it's one of the ways how they keep it so exclusive and keep us mere peasants out.
For a week in January every year, Davos in Switzerland undergoes an extreme makeover with the streets lined with globalist propaganda, as well as corporations and even countries paying huge sums of money to rent out shops to grow their brand and to try and raise funding. With one woman in 2020 turning down £40,000 from a Japanese firm to rent out her shop.
I believe you can actually watch them online, so you can see the nonsense they talk about, the lies they spew. But this is the sort of thing that basically anyone can attend and just go and see for themselves. However, not everyone can attend because they put it in Davos, the highest town in Europe, where it is stupidly expensive to try and be here, and only invited press can usually make it, bar a few independents. And this one, so this is the same as last year. So, Ukraine House. You know all that money our countries are giving to Ukraine in both military aid and cash? Well, I dread to think exactly how much it costs to rent out this building. So inside last year, it was basically just pro-Ukraine, and you know, doesn't matter where you stand on the side of the wall or what your beliefs are. This building is just full of things that are saying why Ukraine is good and Russia's bad. But my point is, they are spending stupid money to show the world's press and the world's bureaucrats, well, come help us more, give us more money, we want socialism at large, basically. So, the Royal Commission of Alula. Again, this is another shop that isn't this for the rest of the year. But they put a lot of money into making this look like the brand they want it to be. That just goes to show just how much money these people have. When I was here in September speaking to some of the local waiters, one of them told me Davos makes 50% of its annual income this week alone. And when the bureaucrats like Larry Fink rent out a room in the, I think it's called this Grand Hotel Steinberg or something like that, we'll walk past it soon. Those small rooms go for $250,000 where they only get some chairs, tables and a little bit of coffee for their money. Again, that just goes to show how much money these people have and how they are so very different to the likes of you and I. Oh wait, it's wood. This just goes to show the extent in which they clad these buildings. I mean, so this is by DP World. Look at the entire building. They have completely recladded an entire building for one whole week. And do you know who usually pays for it? Well, quite often it's you, through your taxes, which you have zero say in how they are spent, or even zero say in how they're collected or collected at all. Again, it's all temporary cladding. So this is digital Saudi. I'm guessing that's a corporation, not actually the country. But as you can see, Experience India. Again, so actually it looks like India got, oh wait, there's another one down there. 3 shop fronts this year. They might even have more. But I will show you the building where India rented out last year. It's big, it's grand. This is the extent they go to when it comes to fitting out these buildings for a whole week. They have relayed new carpet.
And they'll pull that up.
To give some perspective as to how much money is spent during the WEF week, back when I was here in September, some of the locals were telling me Davos makes 50% of its annual income in this week alone.
Welcome to the gates of hell. This is the start or the end of the promenade where all the WEF stuff happens, depending which way you look at it. But what looks like an East German checkpoint there, that is where you have to be an invited guest to go into the Congress Centre here in Davos, where the main talks are, where the really important people of the world do their main talk. I think that's for security reasons, because quite frankly, I think there's a lot of people around the world who'd like to do things to them. But they have all these concrete roadblocks you can't charge through with a vehicle. They've got loads of police down there, and literally the checkpoint which you have to show your pass to go in or out. Well, this has been Callum Smiles' tour of the promenade here at Davos 2024. See you next time.